Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Eva. I'm a pharmacist, certified with complementary medicine and also nutrition and wellness. Work in government hospital and community pharmacy for 7 years, like what Ron mentioned just now. So today I'm here with my partner.
Yeah, I'm Lee Sia. I'm practicing, actually I'm learning and practicing complementary health and alternate medication for the past, I think, 12 years. So since that on, my kids have never see doctor and never take a single pill, or never see doctor, never step into hospital since that on. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what I'm proud of.
Okay, so tonight we're going to share with you about joint health. Okay, mainly more into arthritis. Okay, so before that, we want to ask you guys a few questions.
The slide, please.
Okay. So at the end of the session, we're going to have quiz. Okay, so the first 3 persons who type the 2 correct answers in the WhatsApp group, they are going to win something. Okay, make sure you pay attention, pasang telinga. Okay.
Faster scan.
Yeah, and also scan this QR code to get into the group chat because we will see, to make it fair for everyone, so we will see the first person who type the correct answer will get the prize. Okay? What's the prize? I will reveal later. Okay, interesting one. Okay, from my pocket. Next one. So okay, about joints. Okay, why my joints always have cracking sounds? Okay.
Do you all have any cracking sound?
Yeah,
I used to have that when I'm 19 years old.
So that's young.
Yeah, very young. I also don't know because every time when I sitting long hour, then when I wake up, I start to walk, then I start have. So that's why I cannot do cheeky thing one because people will know that's me.
You cannot be thief.
Yeah, I cannot. Because people will sure know that's me. They say, what happened to you? 为什么你的脚这样多声音呢? I also didn't know. Because when I used to take bus from my hometown to KL, you know, when sitting long hours inside the bus, when I wake up, I cannot straight away walk. My joints start like my joints start to like jam up already. So I have to walk up, then only can walk. Otherwise, more than that, the sound is more than this one.
It's okay. The whole bus can hear.
Yeah, the whole bus can hear me.
Okay. So actually, when you have cracking sound, it actually may means that you might be developing arthritis already. You really need to take good care of it. Okay. You can even. Okay. Next question. To prevent or keep my joints healthy, I need to move less. Okay.
Is it sure? Is it so? Is it
yes
true?
or no?
Is it yes or no?
No. Okay. Because a lot of time we talk to like sports people. They do cycling, they do badminton or jogging. They go for marathon. Usually in my field, you will actually find that how come they always have knee pain, knee issues, right? Very often, even when they are like less than 30 years old, they can start having this kind of issues because they use their joints a lot, okay, super a lot. So that's why it comes to this question. So what do you think?
If too much, also got problem. If too little, also got problem. No?
Yes.
You know, when I travel, the time when we travel with Emily to the US, I'm sitting in the plane for so many hours. You know, when I wanted to move my leg, that time I was so pain. You know.
Yes, exactly. Not moving is also causing knee problem. Okay, joint issue. Okay, so that's why we need moderation. Okay, not too much, not too less. Okay. They need more claps. Only young people will have joint issue. Will not have joint issue. But just now Lee Sia revealed the answer.
Yeah. 19 years old, I do have this problem.
Okay, so it doesn't really only affect people older.
Not only old people will get this. Actually, young people will get
this. Just now I also revealed the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is joint all about? Okay, so this is for example, joint is actually in between our 2 bones, the connection part like our elbow like this. It is let us to move around. Okay, so these are all the very important structure. But one of the things I want you all to know is that this in between, that's called joint cavity. one is our lubricant. Okay, so without this lubricant, straight away your bone will have friction together, then it will be super painful with you. Okay, so that layer is very, very important on that. Okay, just remember that for joints. Synovial fluid. Yeah. It needs more fat and excitement. Okay, very excited. So for normal joint function means that you can move to a full range. Like this elbow is meant to do like that, okay, the full range. If for example today you can do like that, cannot go up. So this means that something is wrong with the joints.
Yeah. Some joints that you can move like 360 degrees.
Yes.
Some joint is like 180 only.
Yes.
Or 270 degrees only.
And it can even bear the weight, like our knees, especially our knee and hips. It can support our whole body weight.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the normal functions of our joints. So they are flexible and elastic. There are two very common types of arthritis. One is osteoarthritis. The one is because of the old age, the degeneration, the breakdown of the synovial fluids, the lubricant in between. That's why it's causing the pain. Like just now I mentioned, the friction between the bones. Okay. The other one is called rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid basically means inflammation. Means your own body immune system is attacking your own body. Yeah, at the joint area. So that's why it starts to damage the synovial area. So eventually causing a lot of swelling, a lot of pain. Yeah, that's why when you walk, there's a lot of pain there. Okay?
Yeah.
So okay, so just a simple picture for you all to get the idea. Okay, normal joint is like that. So if in case of osteoarthritis, you see the synovial fluid no more already. Okay, then the two bones start touching each other. Okay, and the more they rub against each other, they will start to have like cracks, erosion, small cracks. Okay, so we call it deformity of the bones, and then eventually, on longer term, they will have bone spur. Okay, it's because of all this issue, your body trying to compensate everything, so it will become like that. So for rheumatoid, you see the swelling of the synovial part. Okay, very.
So you can feel your joint or can see your joint actually like bengkak.
Yeah, and you feel the bengkak area is warm. Okay, it's inflammation.
Okay, so actually the whole bodies, we have so many joints, So you didn't know that if you have a skeleton, you can see that actually one bone to another bone, actually they join in. So those are our joints, and then those also have the. So that's why we must protect. The joint actually is not only maybe the finger or maybe the knee only. So the whole body, if you just bend like this, every joint. If one joint actually got a problem, actually you cannot bend already. You cannot move already. You cannot move freely already. So that's why every single joint is very important. One part wrong or damaged or inflamed, actually you have so much pain. And then the pain actually can connect to each other. Okay?
Causes of painful joints.
Yes, like the rheumatoid arthritis, actually mostly a family history, right? Genetic, by genetic. Like my family lah, my grandmother, actually they run in the family. My grandmother, my aunt actually have this rheumatoid arthritis.
So all the body easily get inflamed.
Yes, 风扫.
Yeah, more or less like that.
Yes,
Okay.
风扫.
Okay.
And age, actually many people think
more
that
for osteoarthritis.
yes, osteoarthritis because of old age. But for this 风扫 actually nothing to do with age. Can attack very young also.
They even have this called juvenile rheumatoid arthritis that affects like before 20 years old, teenagers.
Yes. Actually, we come across last time we meeting, we come across very young, also teenager, because run in the family history. So he said the whole body aching one. Okay, later on we share what are the products he took, and then he actually fully recovered. Then the gene, okay, the gender. Actually, women tends to have more rheumatoid arthritis, and men used to have more gout issue lah, arthritis issue. Okay, the previous joint issue like my case actually is because of injury. Because since very young, like baby time, actually I fall down from the table. Oh, yeah, baby time. So 10 years for 5 years never pain, 10 years never pain, 19 years I come already. All the pain come in already. So since 19 years old, I start to look for doctor, look for tita or whatsoever to cure all my issues.
So sad.
Yes, yes. So for sure, that's why you all really have to take care the baby actually. Don't let the baby. You think nothing happen, but actually the pain will come. Yes, the pain will come later on. This is how I experience it. Okay. Then the obesity. So like my husband now having joint pain already because he put on so much weight. Because he travel and then he not consistent in his meal time. So he need to be make sure that he always full. So then sometimes he like he travel before travel he already had his lunch. Had his dinner. Then he go to lunch. He eat some more. Then inside the airplane once the airplane fly off for 1 hour, eat some more. It's like wow, very sad. Then still start to have knee pain already, no?
And of course, not enough sleep.
Yeah,
Creates
not
a lot
enough
of
sleep
stress on the
cause
body.
a lot of stress and inflammation, and also because of the radiative actually inside the aircraft
Why
cause this problem also.
Share why radiative?
Because the radar, the airplane need to carry the radar, so to detect any flight actually nearby, also not to bang into each other. So that's why the cockpit itself have a lot of electronic things that actually
Affect the body.
yes,
Like creating
will have the wave,
damage.
will have the damage, will have the wavelength. So that's why there's a lot of radiative damage. So in actually for a pilot, they only can fly 85 hours a month. This by rules. Is the IATA rules. That means the airplane rules. That means anybody that's fly on inside inside the plane one, they only can fly 85 hours. So that means for a pilot, they only like work like 1 month only work for few days. It depends on their journey. So my husband actually fly more than that.
Yeah.
So that's why I always ask him, okay, you must take more.
You work harder than the pilot.
You must take more this one.
Yeah.
So you need to take 2 or 3 sets.
Why should you pick that one?
Because later we explain lah.
Okay.
Okay, later we explain. Okay. The poor posture. Yeah, poor posture like I say because inside airplane during our trip to US that time, so because the seat is so narrow, so I sit like this also cannot, sit like that also cannot. So sit like that also cannot. So I simply sit then later like I feel pain already. So the posture actually
Creates a pressure on one side.
yeah, because our body actually should be like this, but then if we sit different way, actually we put pressure on certain muscle already.
Compensation.
Yes. And then you see if animal do not have issue. Because why? Because of gravity. Because when we stand up, all the gravity actually push our weight onto our knee, our foot. But animal actually they are on 4 feet. So they even out they spread out, they even out all their weight already. So animal usually they do not have this joint issue, but only human have this joint issue.
And human has beauty issue.
Beauty issue.
Black heels. Okay. Black heels definitely will change your posture.
Yeah,
That
you
one
have to
creates a lot of
There's more ugly.
Yeah, have to balance.
And also for girls, I find for girls usually we like to comb our hair one side, and then we tend to like don't want to mess it up, so our hair will be like that.
Yeah.
So you back.
Yeah, very cool. Yo.
Yeah, like my daughter like to take photo like that. My husband say, 景香啊.
You know the best pose is actually scoliosis pose. Scoliosis means the bone
The one
actually
like
slide.
S.
Yeah, means the scoliosis means the bones is not like in the alignment already. They are sliding somewhere already. So, but then somehow it turns out to be very nice. Okay.
Let's keep it.
Okay. So, beauty problem.
Yeah, the last time, okay. Just now she also say the sports people, so they always do because they overuse a certain muscle already, and then the muscle actually too tense. the joint also like overused already. That's why it's wear and tear.
You know, when we are doing jumping or we are running, actually the impact on the knee is much higher than when we are walking. So that's why they use up the wear and tear is super
Yeah,
fast.
people who play like badminton or tennis one, so the elbow and also the which will be used more.
So that's why they need to take care of them.
Yes. Okay.
Symptoms, okay? So basically for arthritis, you definitely will have pain and also stiffness, like you couldn't move to a certain extent already. Like maybe you sit down, then when you want to stand up, it's like
The pain actually is like a lot of needle actually like.
Oh,
yeah, it's very painful for you to change the movement of the joints. Okay, then it will be solid like this. Okay, very different one. So you will straight away can identify that this arthritis. And then redness, when you touch on it, it's warm. Okay, decrease motion, the range of motion, and then if it get more serious, you will see the deformity like that. It's totally not normal already.
Yeah, not normal already. Yeah.
That's why for arthritis people, they have this difficulty, like they want to grab things, it's not easy. They want to like unscrew something, it's not easy for them as well. Yeah,
Actually, pain also
Yes,
they
very
cannot like
painful.
control.
they cannot
Grip properly.
flex. They cannot flex. Okay, so that's why don't make it until like that. Okay, take good care of your joints. Okay, and besides that, current research also realize that when you have rheumatoid arthritis, it's a kind of inflammation in the body. So it will cause all other inflammatory issue in our body, like all of this here. Okay, not just on your joints, it also affect your brain, affect your eyes, your mouth, your lungs, skin, anemia, your gut function, everything. So that's why inflammation is really something that we really need to take care of. But nowadays, because of our lifestyle, of our environment, the food we consume, more and more people are getting inflammation in their body.
Yes.
And that's why you are seeing nowadays so many people are getting sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially those people who like to eat fried food.
Yes. And also sugary food.
Yes. That one contribute for inflammation. Yes.
Okay. Kevin, you understand that best.
Yeah, super inflammation.
Okay, so clinically, what do we usually use? These are some of the medicines that we use. Okay, of course, painkillers, you can never run away from painkillers because it's super painful. Okay, so it helps to reduce the pain and also reduce the swelling. Okay, a lot of people rely on it, but then on long term, it causes a lot of gastric problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my grandma actually, because of this rheumatoid arthritis, so she used to take a lot of painkiller those days. That's why she died because of what? Stomach ulcer and got a puncture, a hole in her stomach. So all the food actually like flow out from the stomach.
It hurts the stomach very bad.
Yes.
Long term. And then usually doctor will add on gastric medication, which makes the digestion even worse. Okay, because with lesser acid, you cannot absorb your food well. Okay.
Yes.
And second, steroids. Steroids very famous. We call it like we like to call it like amazing kind of thing. Like
Amazing.
when you take it, straight away no more. Magic pill, straight away the inflammation no more. Apply on skin no more. But then steroid, it easily make you grow fat. It affect your sugar control. Okay. I got a friend. Unfortunately, she needs to be on steroid for long term. Her face totally become like moon shape in very short period of time.
All the skin actually will become thinner and thinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So once it's fresh, it will be like bleeding or under the skin bleeding will be like blue black easily.
And they go away super fast. Like however you try to use it is not easy. Okay, that is steroid. It could be by through your mouth or even injection. For people who are super painful, they will just inject directly to the joints. Okay. So DMARD is actually slowing down the progress of the disease. Okay. How it works is by slowing down the reproduction of new cell. Okay. Because this inflammation because it's autoimmune. So all your white blood cells, white blood cells are growing so much. Yes, because white blood cell, all this is grows super fast. Okay, so this medicine will slow down the production of super fast growing cell, white blood cell. That's why they can control the disease. But then at the same time, there are other super fast growing cells, your red blood cell, your platelets, your skin, your lining, internal lining, everything. That's why you see a lot of side effects. Like it affects the body very very badly. Like what I'm saying.
Like you
Some
very
discomfort.
haggard, maybe, I guess.
Reduction in blood
Because
cells,
all your new cell
production.
not growing already,
Yeah.
all live with old cell.
Yeah, you get anemia also. Long term. Yeah, kidney and liver toxicity because this, like whenever your new cell is not able to repair on time, organ damage starts to happen. Okay, then
It's also a medicine, pretty much.
yeah, it's a medicine.
It's kind of
Yeah,
medicine.
it's a medicine. For people with autoimmune, it's very common. Biologics is more like something like antibody that specifically target the area that's causing the inflammation. Okay, but of course there are some flaws on this kind of biologics, and then of course that's why it's always allergic reaction, things like that. And it's expensive, super expensive because it's very specific. Okay, then last one, if like all this cannot work already, hyaluronic acid, the doctor has said inject this one 6 months. After that, no pain for 6 months. Then you come back
After
to
that, come back.
Is it the same as the one that we put in
Yes,
the
yes, it's that. And because hyaluronic acid is a very large molecule, when you inject, it's like pushing it into your knee. Super painful.
Super painful because our cell is so tiny and then the knee is so big. So it's like forcing
Can we
it
apply
out.
the vitamins
Yeah,
on the
and
knee?
you cannot even imagine the thickness of the needle. Okay.
Vitamins is still
Okay.
on the knee.
Okay. Enough the scary things already. Next. Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
yeah, so this is what you need to do.
Yes, maintain a healthy
injection.
weight. So the one, that's why I asked my husband start to do it now. So practice good posture.
Yes, very important.
So always check our posture lah, whether we standing right posture or
Yeah,
sitting
if
right
you don't know
posture.
about posture, you can always ask our Jane.
Yeah, Jane.
Okay.
Then the stress management. Okay, so usually I feel meditation actually help me a lot. Stress management.
You just need to find some way for yourself to
Yeah,
relieve your
yeah.
stress.
Some people like Sandy and Casey, they like to cook, so they want me to relieve their stress. Regular light exercise. So like me, I like yoga lah, then like Tabata lah. I can.
Okay.
So like,
And quality
Or
sleep.
swimming, things like that.
Swimming. Actually, you put your weight already. The water actually spread out all the weight already. So when you put too much pressure.
One thing about here is that all these things doesn't really require much cost. Some of it are actually free, but a lot of people don't do all these free things. Okay, they choose to pay money. Okay, so pay money. Okay. Okay.
Leslie Louis.
Yeah, reminder, quiz at the end. Okay, pay attention. Okay.
Okay. What our body needs? Okay, our body needs macronutrients and micronutrients. So most important thing is one word，什么都不多，一个都不少。So 这7种东西全部都要，但是不可以过于。但是but macro one means we need more lah, like protein, fats, fiber, and carbohydrate. But nowadays carbohydrate actually don't really need so much already. Anything that we eat actually already have carbs.
Fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Also contain carbs also. Then because carbs actually will make your sugar level raise up easily. So that's why nowadays I only have carb for my lunch. Then dinner actually I just take protein and vegetable. So that's good enough for a day already. Actually a normal person one day we need around 50 grams of carbohydrate. So if we eat morning, one afternoon, dinner, definitely more than 50 already. So I think good enough during lunch you have it. Because lunch, the time our metabolism rate is higher, so we can burn off, and then some more activity during daytime is more, so we can burn off. So it's okay. But basically don't need that much already lah. The rest micronutrients try to eat enough. But usually, do you have like 5 to 9 portion of fruit and vegetable then?
No.
5 columns?
Hardly.
Yeah, hardly.
One serving is like around your 1 fist size.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 5 to 9.
Quite hard.
这午餐呀，
Serving
这
soup
是我吧？
So that's why I must have my powder blend every day so that I can put all the fruits inside. So one glass I can drink everything. If you ask me sit down, take the fruit one by one like this, wasting a lot of time one, you know.
Yeah. You know like monkey they eat whole day one.
Go like this,
Okay. Okay. So that's why we always focus on the basic things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Why just now I say I asked my husband to take double X more because double X contains this phytonutrient. So why this phytonutrients is very important because it's protection against free radical damage. Free radical means that there's something cause inflammation. So it's
Something that damage the body.
yes, that damage our body like the wavelength. Yeah, yes. The apple actually why get oxidized is because the free radical inside the air go and damage the
Make the apple become
become
rusty color.
yes, rusty yellowish color. So because one set of double X actually can absorb 3,400. Actually, that one is the old double X.
Yeah.
I don't know new double X how much already. I need to find out.
Okay.
So more than that already nowadays because more phytonutrients already inside double X. So it can reduce inflammation. So what I tell my mom, they don't know how to call this double X one. So double X for them English is very difficult. They call it 抗氧化. 抗氧化 means antioxidants. Antioxidants mean anti-aging. Anti-aging means anti-cancer also.
You know this one, this upgraded version just launched last one, right? It actually can prevent the damage from happening before it happened.
Yes.
The previous version is that after it happened already, then only it starts to protect. But this one is before it happened, protect first.
I remember you said you got one uncle, customer.
He's actually that time when he was taking this, he close to 70 years old, 60 plus, 70 years old, retired person, but then his favorite pastime is go to play the golf. Okay, he go to golf. You know, golf is a very huge place. You have to walk from here to the other side again, whole day one. Okay, under the sun some more. Okay, so every time before he play golf, he will take 2 sets. Sekaligus, then go play golf. Okay, then he can last the whole game. He can last the whole game. Then all the friends ask him, wow, what you take?
There's one time when we attend a class. Actually, the guy one guy sharing. He said, got one uncle, I don't know 60 something or 70 something. So he go introduce uncle, you have to take this one. So take 3 bg at a time. So the uncle heard wrongly already thought like one take 3 bg. So you take 3 sets, you know. So then the uncle come back and buy because 3 sets. This one pack is 1 month supply ma. If take 3 sets a day, that means the supply maybe 2 weeks and that finish already. So to come back already. Then the uncle also so happy to come back one. Then the guy also ask uncle, 你这样吃为什么你这样好？这个很好，因为我很久不见了的那个功能回来了。So this is repair DNA actually. So whatever function that he lost, Bill always like one
the meal function is back. Okay.
Before that, no milk.
So he never pay more. Because that function of my bro also cannot help.
Okay. So of course, come back to join. So this one is very helpful for providing the
Right.
and also helps to protect the
yes,
area.
protect the damage caused by the inflammation.
Okay.
And also, of course, protein is very important as well. And omega-3 actually, why just now we mentioned that people like fried food and also like the sugary things, the inflammation actually is more severe. It's because that cause inflammation. Nowadays, most of our diet, by right, 2 portion of omega-6. Omega-6 is actually causing inflammation. Omega-3 is anti-inflammation. By right, it's 2 But now, guess how much we eat now? The portion, the
10.
actually it's like 32 or 33 over 1.
That's super a lot. That's
That's
why
33 is inflammation.
33
Inflammation.
is omega-6.
So no matter how,
One is
sure inflame one. Sure inflame one already. So
Everybody should inflame. That's why
everybody sure
Yeah.
inflame one already.
And-
Because every time you cook, you also use vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is omega-6 already.
Yes.
And deep sea fish very expensive,
Yeah.
so take this one.
Yes.
Save cost.
Yeah. If you buy now, I think salmon fish 1 kg. Guess how much it is?
159.
159 kg 啊。
那个 premium 的，
159太贵了。我看到70多块，60多块，70多块吧。
I go to the family buy only 哦。
我买整条的哦。
Frozen one 哦，mine deep frozen 什么嘞
Frozen 的。
？Okay, sorry.
Okay, so you like how expensive
Oh,
it
expensive.
is.
You can see already, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, first we can see in the market is 70 something.
Yeah, something, okay?
Uh-huh.
So this one how much? This one is only 100 or around 100.
139.
For member price, okay? And this one you can take for months. Yes, save cost.
More than that, 120 capsule.
Yeah.
Soft gel.
Yeah.
More than month. Okay, depends on
Usually I take 4.
Yeah.
So
Oh, beautiful. Okay. It actually duplicates the joints as
yeah.
well.
Of course, all this everything protein omega-3 helps the joint area like the
This is
lubricant
the
I mentioned.
basic you must have every day.
Yeah, for protection for people who are having problem already, this is the very basic set. If you don't have this, the rest is not going to work to their maximum potential.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Next. Okay, this one is when it comes to joint, this is definitely cannot run away. Even doctors will recommend on this.
Yes.
Glucosamine.
Yeah, because what food actually contains more glucosamine is the prawn or crab,
Prawn shell.
but it's not the meat, it's the shell.
Yeah, it's the shell.
It's the shell. So that's why when fried sometimes I go to restaurant to eat fried prawn, I eat the shell. Yeah, I eat the shell, the leg also. Then chew.
Still not enough.
Still not enough.
No,
Yeah, you
you
have to
take this one. Okay.
Yeah, to take this one. Yeah.
Okay. So what is so special about this? Usually, commonly in the market, there will be like glucosamine and chondroitin. These two are very important to lock the water in the lubricant area. Okay, they build the lubricant area. But what is so special about Nutrilite is because they added in with Acylora cherry extract and citrus bioflavor. This one is vitamin C. It also helps to
Reduce the
protect
inflammation.
the joints and reduce the inflammation.
Wow.
Okay, so that's why we have friends who've been taking this one, and then somehow because there was one time there's no stock, so she changed to other brands in the market. So she realized that she finished that one whole bottle. That one I think is about 150 tablets. Okay, one whole bottle, she still feels joint pain.
Okay.
compared to
Compared to this one when she take like I think 1 week already settled. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. So and of course, glucosamine is very important to make sure you all take at the 1,500 mg a day. The
So that
dosage is
means
very
like
important.
that means like
Four
four a day lah. 2 in the morning, 2 at night, no?
This is very dose specific. If you take 1 mg less, there's no effect. Okay, don't waste your money. Must take 4.
Yeah.
Four.
You know how I feel this is good because last time, like I say, since 19 years old, I already have pain here, pain there. So I didn't know that is joint pain. I thought it's muscle pain or muscle pain. So until when I joined MA that time, so my sister get to know that I joined MA, then she throw this to me because she got leg pain, and then her staff actually recommended her to take this one. But who knows, she got pregnant, she don't know lah whether this is safe to take or not. Then she throw this bottle to me. Then I start to take two capsule already. Then after that, I can feel my neck joint here, no pain. Start like relief already, no pain already. Oh, then only I realized that all my pain actually is joint pain. The pain come out from the joint. So after I taking this only, then I realized that so my pain is not because of muscle pain, it's because my joint pain. Yeah, so good. This one is it.
Okay, so and then there's no artificial collagen flowing.
Yeah, since I'm taking this already, you see, just now I move so much with things.
No
Here,
sound.
kick
The kick is the floor.
Yeah, it's the floor, it's not my Yeah.
Okay, so this one is to show that our glucosamine, our body can produce glucosamine, but then as we reach 30 years old, it starts to reduce over time.
There's a
Okay?
peak already, yeah.
Yes, that's the peak. That's why at 30 years old, a lot of people say, don't. When you reach 30 years old, you'll know your body is starting to break down already. Right? Haven't 30 years old, you don't know what. So that's why 30 years old, people start to feel body soreness, no energy. Do a bit of work, I cannot already tired. Feel pain, that pain. Okay. So because one of the reasons is glucosamine is going down. Okay. Then when you reach age of 45, then there will be more damage on the joint. Of course, for people who do sports, this process will be speed up even more. Okay. And you reach 60, 70 years old, basically, you will have weakness in your joints, and you have joint pain, and then some people start to hunchback also because of the joint is like getting more and more stiff, that cannot straighten that already. Okay, of course, at the same time, there could be bone loss because we lose calcium as well. Okay, especially after menopause for girls. The calcium level will drop super fast. That's why a lot of osteoporosis, a lot of hunchback, things starts to happen.
What age, sorry?
Glucosamine,
30, the peak.
the peak is 30 years old. Then after that,
It's
it's start,
dropping already.
start reducing. Okay.
So it's recommended for ladies to take glucosamine after 30.
Yes.
If possible. Okay.
Before
If possible. Of course, if you are a very active person, you play sports, then before 30 is recommended. So after that, you can start taking. It is like the one I mentioned, who took another brand of glucosamine, and then she said, I finished 180 capsules, my knee still hurts.
You know,
Stock still
So sad, right?
there's one time we go for class, that one I share out the young guy, teenager, he got the rheumatoid arthritis one. He said the run in the family history one. So he said they go to anywhere to buy this, it's like how, they go to the trade, get the basket, go to the
It's
to the
true.
section, go.
Very quiet.
Then he said how he take, he just open the cap and just throw, never count, just like this much and he take the note. So we shock,真的夸张，
Maybe from water in your leg.
every joint in.
But can see he move freely. But he said before that he got this rheumatoid arthritis. Every movement is so painful.
Yeah, man, that sucks. Life sucks. No quality of life.
Yes.
How to
So,
tell?
this one collagen for people who because glucosamine there may be some issue that for people who have diabetes or they have like glucose level, their the glucose control is not so good, they may be helpful about taking glucosamine. Of course, glucosamine might be related to diabetes.
sugar level.
Yeah, it's even written in the label here. You can check it out. So for people who are that, yeah,
I don't understand, but why?
Yeah.
because glucosamine is glucose plus amino acid.
Okay.
So in a way, they have studies that they might be related to diabetes, things like that. Of course, some of the people they are not worried, they continue taking. Some people they are a bit worried about it, so that's why you can switch them to collagen. Okay. Or for people who want beautiful skin at the same time and joint, switch them to collagen.
Yeah. Because actually, when we have protein and also we have vitamin C, our body can produce collagen. But usually the collagen will use in important part first, like your organ, your lung, maybe your heart, maybe your kidney first. Then will last go to your joint. So that's why we need more targeted one, so that can go immediately to repair the
Okay,
ones.
so it's a very small size. The size is just right for easier absorption. Okay, there are many different sizes of collagen in the market. Some is so big that cannot absorb, so you makan for fun.
Eat for fun.
Yes,
Very
cannot
fun.
absorb, you just drink cup of. Okay, and then this one is a combination of marine collagen and also soy peptide collagen. These two, when they are combined together, enhance the effect by 10%, even even more. Okay, so this one is very, very useful. Testimonial. So this is a cyclist. Okay, so he said it's been a while. I'm using MV collagen. It's quite helpful to my hurt leg. Day 21, I'm going cycling for about 58 km. Okay, before taking the supplements, I usually when I cycle uphill, going up the hill, the leg will have electric shock or kick out sound.
Does it make you ride faster?
No, cannot ride already. Okay, cannot use much power. The leg no power already. Okay, so after that, after been taking this one, the collagen, they said today my leg no more electric shock, and I can start use my leg power already. So it improved my knees a lot and recovered. So that's why of course at the same time he takes glucosamine with calcium magnesium together.
Actually, my aunt taking glucosamine alone also very effective really because you know if you been to this Sungai Lembing, Lee San is also positive also. My aunt actually can climb up without any issue. She's like 60 something already. So before that she said she got a knee pain really.
Okay.
Then she starts taking the glucosamine and then she got no problem. Now because it's more intense, those people who cycling.
I think you do that.
No need for any 4 mg a day enough. Okay, don't waste your money. Okay, the next one. If you already start having very bad pain, okay, got swelling, things like that, so we recommend to add in a triple booster. Okay, this one is very good in reducing the inflammation, to reduce the pain because of the turmeric and also vitamin C inside. Turmeric is super helpful in inflammation, and now even double X has it already. So if you add on together, it's really helpful. Okay, and
Actually, because this turmeric will make your liver reduce the inflammation. So actually, after drinking this one, I feel I can sleep deeper. So just now remember, good quality of sleep also important, right? Because when you have good quality of sleep, your body can start to repair. So your body inflammation actually can be reduced as well. So that's why it's how it directly and indirectly help the joint as well.
okay. Why must take this one? It's because there's this turmeric powder. A lot of is commonly used in cooking, right?
Curry lah.
So some people will ask if I just
Take the
eat more
turmeric
turmeric powder, can or not?
A lot of people eat like that.
Yeah.
Actually, not so much effect.
Different kind of turmeric.
It's the same. But turmeric actually true. Turmeric have many grades one.
Yeah.
So if Japan actually can sell very high price one, very high price one. But most important thing is how much you can absorb.
Okay. Turmeric is not
It's not a water soluble. It's an oil soluble substance, like nutrients.
It's a water soluble substance. It's a
But
water soluble.
some part actually they have two parts. Some are water soluble, but part of it is oil soluble one. If not believe, you just go back home. You take your turmeric, go and blend it. After that, all your blender become yellowish. You wash also cannot. You use detergent or use whatsoever. You wash cannot. You just take oil and rub it. So actually will come out. That's called oil soluble lah. It become like gummy lah.
So
That is
ours
oil
can
soluble.
be
Absorb because they have this micro encapsulation. They put it inside like a capsule ball, like a space suit. A space.
for every turmeric. got
Yeah,
space
for all
in
the
it.
space suit, the space suit will bring them into our body.
So it can absorb better.
Okay, so absorption increased by 10 times.
So much effort, and this costs only 135.
Because during MCO actually I also have this rheumatoid arthritis attack. I think my guess lah, it's because of vaccination. Because I don't know why, how come? Because all this while I've been doing my blood test, no this reading. But during MCO actually when I do the blood test, this reading is quite high. And true enough, actually I have attack here. Then when I grip like that, I can feel like very tight. And then when I push like this, when I massage, it's like got needle actually poking my joints. I can feel that. But now okay already. After I taking this for quite some time, okay already.
So and then calcium, magnesium, D. Why we add in? Like just now I mentioned, when there's arthritis, there's bone rubbing against each other. The bone is got some friction and they start to
Breakdown.
break down the bone, and then it might grow even bone spur coming out. So this one is to help to protect your bones from that. Okay, because at this stage when there's a lot of inflammation already, means that your bone might be affected already. So better add on immediately. Okay. So this one is actually made from a botanical source, so even vegetarian can consume as well. Okay. So of course magnesium helps to release stress. Okay, for people who are always stressed, this one is very helpful to help you calm you down as well. Right. Okay. Then, like for people who like to spend money, who don't really want to take care of themselves even at the beginning stage, okay, the free one they don't want to do properly, they like to spend money. Okay, this one is to add on, like it's like almost a very more serious stages already. Okay, so you need to add on these two to help you on that, because vitamin C, virus C, helps you to build on the collagen also, and also reduce the inflammation and pain. Because like whatever that's taken here in double X, in turmeric, it may not be sufficient for you to help you on the protection already. That's why you need to add on even more for yourself. Okay, so don't reach until this stage. Use a lot of money. Okay, do the basic. Okay, and this one very special because it's very gentle on stomach. Slow release. You take 1 mg can cover you for 8 hours. So one day take 3 will be very good for you. Okay, so even people with like gastric problem, this one is not really an issue. Okay, right.
Next. Okay. So B complex, remember stress management just now we said. So that's why B complex help you to relieve and cool down. Okay. And also protect nerve, because when you have pain, definitely your nerve got issue already, your nerve got damage already. So that's why you need B complex to repair your nerve. Okay. And to help to rebuild the cell, especially like the red blood cell, white blood cell, and also the whole muscle cell and ligament and cartilage. Okay, and also help with uric acid, because those people who have gout issue is because the protein actually never break down well, so that's why it accumulates like crystal accumulated in the joint, especially those joint you've got a injury one, so it can easily accumulate there. So when you have this B complex, it will help to burn it off, so that it won't have crystallized, the crystal won't accumulate in the joint, so it will flush out. Okay, and also it's folic acid.
Methotrexate is the DMARD that I mentioned just now, one of the medication that slow down rapid cell production. Okay, because methotrexate, that's why it causes a lot of side effects, especially on the reduction of folic acid. Okay, usually when the doctor prescribe this one, they will add on together with folic acid together.
During pregnancy, right?
No.
Even or even.
No. If you are taking methotrexate, you are not supposed to get pregnant.
Oh.
Okay, because maybe it's a rapid
Slow down the cell.
Okay, not supposed to take this one. Okay.
So the breast means the baby will get like cacat.
I think it's
Because
not
the
going
number
to
is
survive.
not
I
going
don't
to
think it's
survive
going
at
to
all.
survive. Yeah. So it's a very
medicine.
toxic.
Very toxic.
Okay. But for people with autoimmune, when they reach a certain stage, they really have no choice. They have to take this
You know,
medication.
this medicine let me recall like one kind of disease like AIDS. AIDS is because your immune system actually dropping. So this one is something like press down your immune system, make your immune system not work. So you are like, actually you can attack by other disease and die because of other
Infection.
disease.
Yeah.
Infection.
Usually for HIV people, they don't really die because of HIV, but because of
Other diseases, because their immune system drop or missing no more already. So actually other disease anytime come and attack that. Usually I saw it's a skin issue, because skin is the most the biggest protection organ.
Okay, so for prevention, always is super weapon, these three, plus either one of this. Okay, when you reach 30 years old, recommended to add on these two as well. Okay, this one 25 years old can take because for skin age has been 25 years old. Okay, so if you have started a pain inflammation already, add on this one. Then for people who really go into very serious condition already, this is
Additional.
Okay.
For me, it's a must for this and these three. 我叫它叫基础营养。So and then this is my add-on really. So this is a must really. These three and this three is a must really. Without fail every day.
Okay, so just a very simple testimonial on this one because this auntie got the left side, not the right side. The left side is 35 kg. She's been having joint issue for many years. Okay, and she couldn't walk properly. She needs a tongkat to support and sometimes some people to assist. So, but because she also did a F90 program to help to reduce the weight. Do you know that by reducing weight, you can improve your joint function already? Okay, even for auntie at this age. Okay, so for young people, don't say you cannot. Okay. So after 90 days, you see she lost 10 kg and then she start walking without tongkat already. So her movement is so much better because you cut down on the pressure that is pressing down on the knee. Okay, so your knee, the function improve.
No pressure already lah.
So for people who
不要拿这么重的。
for people who have overweight or obese, we recommend you go with F90. Okay, reduce your next week our Day in 21 days is starting.
Yay!
Started. Let's help more people to get
Never
better
stop.
joint health.
Yes.
Quiz time. Okay, scan, faster scan. Anyone have not yet go into this group, faster scan this one. Go into it. For people on Zoom, remember to scan also. Okay, we will start the quiz very soon. Should we reveal the prize?
What's the price?
What's the prize?
Dang, dang, dang.
Okay.
Wow, what is that?
Faster, go into
Itu apa? Itu apa?
I like
One
the
is
picture.
collagen.
One is
One
collagen.
stick not one box
I need sponsor. Okay. One person. The first question